Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. What a week it's been so far. Gosh, it's hard to believe it's only Wednesday. I feel like I've put in 50 hours, 60 hours worth of work this week already. Blessed to work from my home, and I do some regional travel, but not a ton these days, which is nice. And I enjoy working here from the house. This week, through Sarasota Tim's channel and him sharing what he calls "Crushing It for Christ," and he uses Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. And I told Tim I was going to order it, and I sure did. This week I started my devotionals Monday morning and Tuesday. It's Wednesday this week, all 3 days. I've started my day with a reading and doing a devotional. And honestly, guys, I can honestly say I feel like the world's been lifted off my shoulders. I'm more at peace, relaxed, don't feel as stressed in terms of work and personal life and those things. And the December 1st devotional spoke about God's love, and on the 2nd it was about his peace. And today it was about leaning on Christ for your struggles and putting them in his hands, and knowing that he's there for you. And talk's cheap, right? I don't want to come across too much like someone that's slinging around a Bible. I kind of have a very quiet walk for the most part. Let my actions in my life kind of speak for themselves. And by far not perfect, but man, I do try to be a blessing, and the people that God brings my way each and every day that I run into, and God has a purpose for that. It's not just a happenstance. And can you be a blessing to that person? You never know what someone else is going through, and we have to remind ourselves. And sometimes some of the best medicine really is trying to lift other people up. It also lifts you up at the same time. And I think God throws us a bone and gives us some peace when he knows we're trying to do the right thing and live to his principles. But again, guys, I don't want to be slinging Bibles around and too much holy moly and get too churchy or whatever, religious, however people want to put it. It's really about how we handle ourselves and walk with a big stick and quietly, right? So anyway, a good work week, as I mentioned. I can't believe the Christmas holidays are coming in on us so quick, and you can see the Christmas tree here and the mantle in the background. My wife does a beautiful, beautiful job, and kind of show you here, go through a little bit, share with you a little bit. Just I told her last week and again this week, I feel like I'm walking to a magazine when you see her decorations and what she's done. And our dining room right here, show you, absolutely beautiful, and it definitely lifts your spirits in doing that. So as you come through, you can see what she's done here on this little table on the way in through the foyer. So again, really blessed, guys, thankful. I hope everyone else is doing well, that you've had a good Thanksgiving and off to a good Christmas holiday, and getting ready for it at least, and doing that. It's funny, I'm trying to figure out this channel, what to do. And I've been thinking, and I don't know that I want to retire, to be honest. There are days I feel like it, but I want to know that I can, that I'm in a good place, that my wife and I are in a very good place, and that make good decisions going forward. And never been big planners in that part. I've always felt like I could go make some money and when I need to, and do that in life, and that's changing. The economy's not what it used to be. I've been through some real challenges in life. I've been in the bottom of the mountain, as deep as you can get in the valley. I've been, almost to the top of the mountain, back down to the valley again, and halfway up the mountain. Not a bad place to be. I'm thankful for it. But just really trying to be smart. What are the next steps? And, looking forward to that, and trying to, watch lots of YouTube videos on retirement, financial planning, and Social Security and Medicare, and trying to figure the whole thing out, the whole system out, and trying to make some good decisions, trying to find a financial planner and do all those things. So, but I know this, one of the keys in life is to get away from this consumer society and get your debt in control. And, we've done a pretty good job with that. I had a little bit of a midlife crisis, really for me, a lot more than a midlife crisis, a late life crisis, in terms of buying a second home and boat and doing that, but still in proportion, not a whole lot of debt. So we're blessed, but still it does change the financial. So I'm really trying to figure out how to put everything in the right holes. And I feel like I got some square pegs and round holes, and some round pegs and square holes, and trying to figure out our finances. And man, it's not easy. It's especially if you're not well versed and well read on that, which I'm not. And open to all kinds of suggestions here on the channel, and what folks might want to share. And man, it's just, who do you trust? Who do you trust with your finances, your money, and trying to help you and helping you make good decisions and do that. I think for us, it's keep it simple, not get complicated, and certainly keep our life and our lifestyle simple. And I think it might just be easier for us and put us more at peace in terms of doing that. But man, just trying to figure it out and trying to figure out how to put enough away in order to make that happen. If we, whether it has to happen or when we want it to happen, that it can happen and happen in a smart way, if possible. I'm sure it won't be perfect. I'm sure that I can guarantee you that it won't be perfect, but it'll certainly be better than where we are now, which is no plan, right? And I know there's a saying, it doesn't come to my mind now, but about lack of planning and planning to fail, right? So anyway, just wanted to touch base with you all. I don't want to make this a huge long video. Certainly want to start interviewing some folks here on the channel, and that have been ahead of some of us, and hey, it might be one of you that's been ahead of some of us on the road of preparing and looking to retirement. And it's not just about the financial side. It's also about minimalizing your lifestyle. No matter how much money you have or you don't have, you got to minimalize. You got to cut back, right? Now, maybe that's a better term, cutting back. And for some people, it will mean minimalizing. And for me, hey, maybe that's the answer. Really minimalize our lifestyle and cut back and put ourselves, in a simpler housing situation, and so that we can enjoy life. So with the point I wanted to make home is really bring home, in addition to preparing financially, but it's also preparing emotionally and finding a routine and things you enjoy. It's funny, I heard it said in life that the first third of your life you learn, the second third you earn, and the last third you serve. So, not just making it all about us and our retirement, but maybe there's some things we can plug into to leave this world a better place than when we came in, or at least to help it stay in a good place. It really isn't a bad place. We're very blessed to be born where we are here in the United States of America, having done some international travel, in my life, for business and some for pleasure, but more for business. You really do realize how good we have it. And I know it's not what it used to be in many ways. And when I say that, I mean financially. It's not as easy to today with housing cost and inflation to put yourself in the position you could maybe in the 80s and early 90s. So, the generations ahead of us possibly could have it a little tougher. And that leads me on to another topic. I'm jumping around here, but you hear, oh, this generation today, this younger generation today, this younger generation today, and I hear that a lot, and I can tell you, having hired some folks in the younger generations, there are times it's been a challenge, but really met some really strong, just encouraging, upbeat, positive, intelligent, good character young people over the last 6 months of my life, continually, and not just here and there, continually. And really God laid in my heart, the world's in a good place. We're gonna the United States is going to continue to thrive and do well as long as we can stay focused on how this country was founded. I think we'll be in great shape. And a lot of people don't like to hear it, guys, but we're a nation that founded itself on God's principles and Christianity, and it's why we have the pleasures we have that we have today. I firmly believe that, as sure as I am on this camera and this channel in front of you. Every part of my being, I believe that. Let's not forget that, and let's not be embarrassed to say that, right? It's a wonderful thing. Other nations take their religions with such pride around the world, but yet as Christians, sometimes we don't. But again, guys, I'm just a regular Joe out here trying to make things happen, and trying to live a good life, and just really blessed with wonderful children that are out productive in society, making their way in life and making their names for themselves, and brought some beautiful grandchildren to my life and Lee's life, and so blessed to have 5 grandchildren, and do look forward at some point where I have time to invest in them. And I think time is more important than anything, and trying to be a difference maker in their life. I look forward to that, but All right, guys. Well, the journey begins. This journey begins of trying to figure out first how financially to position yourself to retire when you are ready, and don't don't feel ready yet. There are days, believe me, there are days, but certainly want to know that financially I'm in a position and have structured myself or have a game plan where we can quickly put ourselves in a position should we need to, or the overwhelming desire strikes us to do that. I really do want to get my wife home full time, sooner than later as well. But then also is, segueing the channel into once you get there, how do you enjoy that, right? The joy of the preparation along the way, but then when you get there, how do you have that routine and enjoyment in life and fulfilling life? Part of that has got to be giving, right? Got to be getting out there, touching lives, and it can be in the simplest of ways, sitting down and having a cup of coffee with someone that you ordinarily wouldn't interact with, or just those kinds of things. To kind of give back. It doesn't have to be in big ways, and maybe for some it's in not just big but huge ways, and that's what makes the world go around, right? We all have different talents and different desires, and at different levels, I guess. So with that said, I look forward to the journey and doing this journey with you. Hope not to bore anybody. And really, I'm not going to be, I hope to build this channel that first is a blessing to others, and secondly, a blessing to Lee and I somehow, but really a blessing to others, and that can be a difference maker. I look forward to interacting with some other folks, interviewing them, and finding out their financial path and structure in the way they structured to get to retirement. For some that may be in the 55, guys, I'm far past that. But some that might be at 62, they're drawing their Social Security as early as possible. And hey, there's a lot of people that think you should get in that retirement train as soon as possible, enjoy life, and do what you want to do for a change. And as Sarasota Tim puts it, get away from that prison job, right? And for many, they do have that mentality. Right now, I'm blessed. I do something that I enjoy. I made a change here the last couple of years of my life into a different industry that I think I'm much more suited for and enjoy. And it's been a blessing. There's moments, believe me, it's work and stress, but overall it's a blessing. And the folks I work with are really top notch and wonderful. And I feel very, very blessed, and like me, not perfect, but, just blessed to work with them and do that. So, with that said, I'm going to kind of wrap this up, and I look forward to kind of taking this through without getting specific of what are the options out there of structuring and how do you do that, and aligning yourself from where you are with what you have, and to start thinking about retirement. How do you save more and minimalize, in my case, and certainly what Lee and I are discussing doing, and moving to that next chapter of life of how do you enjoy it now? How do you enjoy your family? How do you enjoy your friends? How do you enjoy your time with your spouse? How do you enjoy your time individually? And how do you give back? I think it's important. I really, at least for me, everyone is different, right? But just kind of spending some time where you can be a blessing for others. For me, it's just the simplest of things, is having that face-to-face time with some folks and seeing if you can be a blessing in their life somehow, maybe through mentorship or just being there, right? Just kind of being there, and being an encouragement. So guys, really look forward to it. Look forward to this journey. And day one, here we go.